All right, I want to bring David Olcott into the conversation. He's a workplace expert, SamuraiSuccess.com. He's been on the show plenty of times. David, thanks for jumping on.
Thanks for having me.
We're talking about people not going to work today. More than 4 in 10 working Americans believe Super Bowl Monday should be a national holiday. Until then, many will just take today off, I guess, right? How many people are actually calling in sick or playing hooky today?
It's an amazing amount of folks that are actually doing that. I mean, look at the numbers that you have in front of you. They're just startling about what that is. And you know what? It's not necessarily a bad thing for business owners, because when your people do show up after an event like this, the quality of work actually goes down.
Yeah, that's true. The productivity, because everybody's talking, they're buzzing about the Super Bowl. They're probably a little hungover, if we're being honest. And yeah, they might not be giving 100%. What do you recommend people do if they are not feeling like going in today?
So the interesting difference between sports, between high school, college, and pros is speed. Your industry, your marketplace, and your business actually works at a certain speed. Your people coming in today aren't going to be literally up to speed. This week, do yourself a favor, slow down a little bit and cross-check and verify as much as you possibly can.
12.9 million people have pre-approved leave. 4.8 million plan to swap shifts. 3.2 million are going to call in sick despite being fine. 3.2 million will ghost their employer, skipping work without notice altogether. That'll get you fired, won't it?
It certainly could be. Make sure when you're talking about those events, though, if you have not set that standard that people are very clear about, you're probably going to have to let this go. But if you have set the standard, the most important thing is to follow through with that standard, because the people you're talking to are not the people that didn't show up. You're actually speaking to the people who did show up.
Talking to workplace expert David Olcott about people who play hooky on the Monday after Super Bowl Sunday. Shouldn't people, I feel like this should just be kind of a holiday, or bosses should just give this as kind of a gimme day. You know how teachers get the day off to catch up on stuff? I feel like employers should do the same for workers.
Well, I would agree with a lot of your labor force today is thinking exactly that. Whether they believed in this moment before the Super Bowl, but after today, they're thinking, man, this should be a holiday. Interestingly enough, the NFL is actually talking about adding another game to the roster. A lot of controversy there, but if that happens, this will actually push us into President's Day, which would be next week, and it will actually fall on a national holiday.
Wow. Well, you know what? That would actually be an attractive note to add that other game. I mean, that could make it more attractive. That's an interesting note there. Yeah, interesting. So the cities where the Super Bowl is, well, not where it is, but with the teams involved, like Philadelphia and Kansas City, I assume that the whole Super Bowl Monday thing is way worse in those places with nobody going in.
I would have to agree with you. A lot of folks that are just so excited about their team winning last night for, and all the storylines and theater and drama that happen along with those things. They're living that still in their bodies. So, yes, that's a lot of excitement about those towns. And the other town, of course, isn't feeling so good today. And, of course, that's going to affect productivity.
For sure. SamuraiSuccess.com is the website. David Olcott, thank you so much for joining us as always.
Clayton, Sybil, thanks so much.